In week 8, we're going to be focusing our attention on the prophecy of Daniel. In many ways, Daniel is a book that stands in a class completely by itself. And as you read it and as you read the textbook, you're going to learn that there are many different topics that are controversial surrounding the book of Daniel. And you'll read some of the different views in the textbook. I would certainly encourage, if you have time this week, to look in some commentaries, some good solid commentaries that will give some added information about these controversies. Controversies, for instance, around the bilingual aspect of the prophecy of Daniel, controversy around the date of the writing of the book of Daniel, controversy around some of the figures that are mentioned, historical figures, and the roles that they play, particularly King Nebuchadnezzar and him living in a state of madness for those years, and King Belshazzar, referred to as king, whereas in historical records there may not really be any secular records that have been found that would refer to him as king. And these are very, very interesting topics to study, and we need to understand them as clearly as we can so that when we have opportunity to engage in conversation, or when we have the opportunity to teach or preach through the book of Daniel, we are able to answer some of the questions and objections that might arise surrounding this book. So you would do well to spend perhaps some extra time this week looking into some of these controversial subjects, and also some of the subjects that the book of Daniel presents, for instance, about God, the character of God, and the attributes of God. God is certainly presented in the prophecy of Daniel as sovereign over all things. And God is revealed as one who is able to reveal truths that are still hundreds of years in the future, and reveal specific details about those events that only an omniscient God could reveal to the writer. And so there are some very, very important aspects of the person and the nature and the attributes of God that you can see here. We see a lot of things about man in the book of Daniel. We see how man can be completely ruled by his own selfish pride, and how that affects man, and how it will bring about ruin and destruction. And so there are very, very many topics of interest that you'll come across as you study the book of Daniel. In the book of Daniel, you'll also see something that we can refer to as dual citizenship. And in your forum question this week, it deals with dual citizenship, how it is presented in the book of Daniel, and also how you view this term dual citizenship and how it affects you, how it affects your belief, your behavior, your conduct, how it affects every area and aspect of your life. And so give that some thought this week. Read that little section in the textbook on dual citizenship, and just give some thought to that, and give me some feedback in the forum this week. I'll look forward to hearing some of your comments. I'll look forward to hearing all of your comments, as a matter of fact, and I really look forward to engaging with you in that subject on that topic this week. So God bless you as you continue your studies and enjoy the reading of the book of Daniel. I encourage you to read the entirety of the prophecy. It's one of the shorter of the major prophets, and I would encourage you to read it in its entirety if that's possible for you this week. And enjoy the reading, be encouraged by the reading, be encouraged by the wonderful portraits of the sovereignty and the control and the power of God that we see there. If indeed it is true, which we all believe that it is, then it certainly portrays for us that we can trust God to always be exerting his power and his sovereignty, and guiding in his providence and fulfilling his purposes and plans, and that we will receive the benefits and the blessings of those purposes and plans of God as we walk in fellowship with him. God bless you. Look forward to hearing your remarks and seeing the answers to your questions this week. Have a great week, and I'll see you again next week by way of video.